And here now are the thoughts of his manager, Jurgen Klopp.
Jurgen, obviously not what you were looking for. What's your thoughts on the game and how it unfolded?
Yeah, how it unfolded. So they were really aggressive in the beginning. It was clear. So it was absolutely clear what will happen. But then reality shows when you are ready, or if you are really ready. And I think in the beginning they were more aggressive than us in these kind of challenges. They got then, I think they hit the post so we were like passing around, stuff like this. It was a hectic game, obviously. And then they had the first chance, then they scored a goal. And then we took over, if you want. Then we played the game we wanted to play, more or less. Unlucky with situations, especially around set pieces, I think. I don't know how the one ball didn't go in. In a game like this, against an opponent like United, that would be obviously very helpful if you could score in this moment, going 1-1 in half-time or whatever. Actually, we showed the boys two situations where we did really well and where we just didn't arrive in the right moment in the box, stuff like this, where we were really passing around in the half spaces where they couldn't grab Bobby, where they couldn't, if we used him in that moment, we had the next midfielder free. So football stuff. You can see the second one, that doesn't help. And then we score ours, and then it's a hectic game with a lot of interruptions, stuff like this. So, yeah.
No, and both he and Andy Robertson there, Paul, were talking about the start. 7 games in a row, Liverpool have now conceded the first goal for the first time in their history in the league, and they don't know why it's happening.
It's a strange one. When you kind of think of, like, you know, how world-class, you know, Van Dijk is, and Matic and Gomez, you know, the two fullbacks, it's a very surprising stat. And but I think, you know, Jurgen had a probably fair assessment on the game. You know, you can't afford to go a goal down because you're always chasing the game, and then that plays into the other team's hands. But listen, as Macca said, from the start, they weren't aggressive enough. They weren't at the races. They're very lethargic. Yeah, they are missing players, but you've got to get through those periods of times when you haven't got the players are injured. You know, you start looking in the Championship and League One where it's even worse. No, it's true. It's not. Two as well. Yeah, League Two. Sorry, mate.
I'll leave us out.
You know, you've got to get through those situations. And, you know, listen, Jota's a big miss and the centre forward's a big miss, but it wasn't about that today for me. It was about application. It was about attitude. It was about doing the right things at the right time. And for me, that's the reason why they lost the game.
But you reinforced what everybody knows and says before the game, that when these two come together as a player, no one needs to say anything to you. So what if there was any game...
And last year when they went behind, they won the games, and that's what's papering over the cracks to a certain extent. Fulham, they were slow. They started great in the Community Shield against the best team around. That was fine. But then, subsequently, they've started slow every time. And you knew after 5 or 10 minutes that they were in trouble today and they were not at the races. But someone then should have just said, right, everybody just come together for 10 minutes. Let's just defend. Let's just be collectively strong, clear our lines, and work our way into the game. But they didn't. The warning sign was Elanga's chance. And when he ran down the left wing and cut in between Trent and Joe Gomez, you thought there was a problem there. And they couldn't deal with it. And they still carried on playing as if they were winning 4-0 and spreading the ball around and everybody was wide and playing little passes. And it was only a matter of time before they were going to get caught. And once they did get caught, that's when it's like, we better sharpen up again. But it is too late in games like this, because these games are more than just playing nice football and scoring goals that you can do against other opposition. This is Liverpool against Manchester United. And Liverpool went and battered them last year and got all the glory. But they have to take it this time because they were nowhere near good enough. Yes, they had the majority of possession and stuff like that. And Manchester United, you know, sat back and defended in the second half. But that's what happens. All that matters is the result. And Liverpool are languishing near the bottom of the league. Yes, they'll get out of it. But they've got 2 points now out of possible 9, which is a massive problem.
And on that point, there's only one club that have ever not won in their first 3 league games and won the title in the Premier League era. They've got to fix this quickly. They can't get that gap between themselves and the top teams too big.
No, I totally agree. And, you know, you kind of think, you know, if you look at this Crystal Palace game, you know, look at the Fulham game, our team's trying to working them out now. You know, again today, you know, defend deep, Liverpool play the high thing, pace against the back four, they're creating chances. So, listen, they've done it before, Liverpool. They've been, you know, against City, nearly caught them last year. But, yeah, you know, while you're down there, Macca's right, they're not going to stay down now. once they get their strengths back and that. But
Yeah.
you start giving 10 gaps to City, but even Tottenham, Arsenal,
Yeah.
Chelsea, those teams, it's going to be a tough season for them.
So many good teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Liverpool aren't out of it, of course. There's so much quality. There's quality come back in the team. I think a lot of teams are going to beat each other this year. I think
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
quality
Be a
going
little bit
right
different
down
in
the
the
league.
pattern, do you,
Yeah.
this season?
Yeah, I think going right down the league, Newcastle, Brighton, Brentford, these teams, they're a lot better than they used to be. So I think teams at the top will drop a lot more points than they have done in the
Just
past.
to round off, how important was it to United? What could it do for them tonight?
Oh, it was massive for United. They've been in such a bad place. They've not played with that intensity and aggressiveness for... I can't remember. I saw that they were actually tackling people, which was great. In possession. They didn't have a lot of possession, but sometimes these games you don't need to. On Saturday might be a bigger test for them when they have to be in possession. They have to be better on the ball, but we'll see.
There is one night where you can smile at the end of it. Well done, Paul.
He said Liverpool will win, by the way.
Thank you very much indeed for your company. And just the second time in 13 league meetings, the bragging rights in this game go to Manchester United and not Liverpool. From the four of us, we'll see you soon.